Most people say they want to be rich, but when you look at how they actually live, something doesn't match. They don't build systems that create wealth. They don't protect their time. They don't reduce dependency. Instead, they spend money in ways that make them look successful. Because for most people, the real goal isn't wealth, it's status. Looking rich gives immediate feedback. Being rich doesn't, and that difference quietly shapes almost every financial decision people make. Let's slow this down, because this isn't about intelligence, and it isn't about discipline. It's about psychology. Looking rich is visible. You can see it. Cars, clothes, homes, vacations. It signals success instantly. Being rich is mostly invisible. It shows up quietly. Low stress, control over time, freedom to say no. No one applauds that. And humans are wired to chase what gets noticed. We respond to social feedback far more than long-term outcomes. That's not a personal flaw. That's biology. But in a modern financial system, this wiring becomes expensive. Looking rich activates something powerful: status validation. When people see you doing well, your brain receives signals: approval, respect, belonging, dopamine. Wealth doesn't trigger that response. No one congratulates you for not upgrading your lifestyle. No one notices restraint. No one praises patience. In fact, restraint often looks like underachievement. So people don't consciously choose appearance over wealth. They drift there. They optimize for what feels good now, not for what creates freedom later. This is why income alone doesn't create wealth. When income increases, spending quietly follows. A better job leads to a better car. A promotion leads to a bigger apartment. A bonus leads to a lifestyle upgrade. Each decision feels reasonable. None of them feel reckless. But together, they lock people into a fragile system. High income, high fixed costs, low flexibility. From the outside, it looks like success. From the inside, it feels stressful. This is where most people get confused. They mistake comfort for wealth. Comfort feels safe. Predictable income, predictable expenses, predictable routine. But comfort often reduces options. Wealth increases options. Comfort keeps you dependent. Wealth gives you leverage. And many people will protect their comfort, even when it costs them their future. Now add social comparison. Most financial decisions are not logical. They're comparative. People don't ask, is this aligned with long-term wealth? They ask, how does this compare to people around me? Social media intensifies this. Everyone's life looks upgraded. Everyone looks ahead. No one shows the balance sheet. So people spend to avoid feeling behind. This isn't about greed. It's about identity. For many people, money is not just a tool. It's proof of self-worth. Looking successful becomes part of who they are. So spending becomes emotional, not strategic. This is why financial advice often fails. Advice tries to change behavior without changing identity. You can't out-budget a status-driven identity. Until someone values freedom more than approval, their decisions won't change. The system understands this. Credit makes looking rich easy. Monthly payments hide real cost. Debt allows appearance without ownership. You don't need wealth to look wealthy anymore. You just need access. And access is profitable because it keeps people predictable. People who depend on appearances work harder, avoid risk, protect income, fear disruption. People with real wealth behave differently. They negotiate, they walk away, they choose flexibility, and systems don't reward that easily. This creates a strange illusion. Many wealthy people look average, and many average people look wealthy. From the outside, they're hard to tell apart. until something breaks. A job loss, a health issue, an economic shift. That's when appearance collapses and reality shows up. Real wealth is quiet. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't perform. It doesn't ask to be noticed. And that's why most people don't chase it directly. They chase what's visible, what's immediate, what's socially rewarded. Looking rich is easier. Being rich requires patience. Looking rich feels successful. Being rich feels boring until it matters. This is the quiet cost of wanting to look rich. Anxiety stays high. Choices stay limited. Time feels scarce. Even high earners feel financially fragile because wealth isn't a number. It's the absence of pressure, and pressure doesn't disappear when spending increases. Most people don't fail financially because they lack information. They fail because they optimize for how life looks, not how it actually works. And until that changes, the desire to look rich will always overpower the discipline required to be rich.